It's showtime. That's what they say. And I say, hi, God. It's me again, Tracie. At least I know he's always here for me. I thought today would be fun to talk about gratitude. I think I need it. I think I would love to hear anyone who comes on here tonight about their gratitude and anything that happened in their day that made them smile or made them feel good. Oh, what do I forget. I can do this, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you. I was really looking forward to your live earlier, and I know that within time we'll figure it out, and hopefully some people will show up here who might be able to help you get that live going that I know you want to do. While you're here, Rhonda, I wanted to share, everyone, or there's only two people here, but Rhonda, your video today really touched my heart. And I wrote down every day I've been trying to find a scripture. And so I watched your video today. Hi, Debbie Sue. I'm about ready to read a scripture that I watched today on Rhonda's channel. She's right up there in Treaty by Rhonda. I don't know if you know her, Debbie, but one of her videos today talked about no fear. And she referenced 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but the power and in love and self-control. And it's so true too. Hi, JJ. I always do this for JJ. That's my girl. It's so true. I was telling Rich today, I talked to him this evening, and what did I say? Oh, he said he wanted to go for a walk before it got dark, and it was getting kind of dark. And I said, well, we better get off the phone and you go for your walk. And he said, don't tell me what to do. And I said, I know, I can't tell you what to do. And he says, but you can tell yourself what to do. And that's true. That is that goes along with self-control. We have the control to control ourselves. And honestly, that's all we have control over. We want to control other people, but really, the main thing we have control over is ourselves, our own selves. So I love always everyone saying hello to everyone. That's always so wonderful. And Debbie already must know Rhonda because she says Rhonda is amazing. I agree with that. Rhonda, you have such a peaceful way about you and a wonderful delivery in your wisdom. And I know that the few people that are here now, that we all, a good majority of us have a belief in God. And that is something as a beautiful common thread for some of us. Hi, Roz, you're back again tonight. These have been a highlight of my nights. I have the ability to do it because I'm here and at home. When I'm at home with my home routine, I'm usually, hanging out with Motorcycle Man or going on a walk or watching Big Brother. So I haven't watched Big Brother for a long time. I miss it. So when I opened this video, I was talking about gratitude, and I want to share some of my gratitude that happened in my day with you. And I was hoping some of you could share your gratitude with me and be the focus of this live, if we can do that. So I'm going to start and say, I actually think a good portion of you probably already saw my short about how I went to Starbucks this morning. And when I was in the drive-through, and this has never, ever happened before, but the person in the drive-through said, so do you have any good plans for the day? Something like that. And I said, oh, well, I'm just hanging out with my grandma. And she said, oh, really? Well, which one of these coffees, because I ordered 3 coffees today, because they had a pecan cortado out and the fall drinks are out, also a blessing in the day. I couldn't pass it up. I had to try the pecan cortado, and then I got a grande black coffee and a tall coffee to bring to my grandma. And the barista a baristo, or I don't know what they're called, the coffee makers, wrote on there, "Hello, Grandma." It was so cute. It was so cute, and it made my day. I also listened to Jason Mraz on my way there and listened to a lot of really uplifting music on my drive to get the coffee. I take a longer route to the further Starbucks, so I have time to listen to music and just kind of uh, cool down after my morning walk, which is also a blessing in my day, that I could get outside and that I have the feet and the legs and the ability to walk and smell the fresh air. I smelled laundry today. I saw some crows on someone's roof. I saw other walkers. I saw one lady with a cane, like a stick. I'm like, should I start using a stick? They're all Mia. I love you too, Mia. Miss Mia. This is my son's longtime friend. Beautiful soul. Um, and Debbie from Texas, thank you for always being so supportive. And me too. Oh, she's Rhonda's just talking about so many of you here that she knows. Um, so I was talking about the blessings in my day, and I was noticing a lot of people who walk around here carry sticks, and I thought, should I have a stick in my hand? Are there coyotes around here? But so far I've been safe. But I saw the same lady twice. We passed each other twice on our walk, and the first time we said good morning, and she says to stay cool. And the second time I saw her, we said hello again. And then another blessing in my day was the huge butterfly I saw outside in the garden, and it wasn't a monarch. I usually see the monarchs, the orange and black, but this time I saw a huge, extra huge butterfly just flittering around, and it was yellow and black. It was so beautiful. So, do any of you, I really hope you will share anything beautiful that happened in your day. I really want to pull it up here and show everybody any good thing that happened in your day today that you can share with me. I also figured out, I don't know if you can see it here. I don't know how to point to anything here, but a rolling scroll of everyone's comments. I figured that out finally. So not only can I pull them in, you can see tiny there what they are, and I'm getting hot. So, and I've been missing all my glasses because they're at home. So I've only had these glasses with me. They're one of my OG pairs. And where is everybody? Doesn't anyone have any gratitude to share today? I really want to hear some gratitude. Maybe I'm freezing because my internet signal is very low. I'm using my cell phone for my hotspot. So it's really only up to my cell phone. And I have one bar. Thank you, JJ. JJ is an amazing artist. This is, as I keep telling everyone, this is Abby's best friend, RJ's best friend, JJ. And she's an amazing artist, and she has turned her bedroom into her art studio. She is so committed to art that she doesn't even sleep on a bed anymore. She has a sleeping bag on the floor, and her whole bedroom is all her art studio where she creates paintings. And I'm so proud of her for that she does what she loves, and it's an outlet for her to paint, just like we all have outlets. Some of us love to journal. Some of us, are artists, and some of us love to read. And I love coffee, as a side note, but I think most of you know that. Um, let's see. So, Debbie says it's so amazing, JJ, that you love to paint. Debbie's saying, I wish I could share photos in chat. I took photos of butterflies and hummingbirds. I also saw a hummingbird today, Debbie, today from a chair at the window in our living room. It was way too hot to be out there with them. Oh, I'm sure. But Debbie is a talented photographer, and I feel like I met her first on Flickr, but we were trying to figure it out, but for sure on Instagram many years ago. And she still puts her photos on Flickr and is just a talented photographer. When she came to visit me from Texas, a few months ago, I can't remember now. She brought her camera, and it's a beautiful camera, and she took a picture of me and I took a picture of her, but we forgot to take a picture of each other together. We were just so wrapped up in our good conversation and lunch that we forgot to take a picture of ourselves together. And that, my friends, is another example of how you meet people on social media and they become real life friends, like real life good friends. Debbie has supported me in so many ways. She's mailed me a beautiful mushroom coffee cup. When I went to New Orleans, I didn't know what a king cake was. And she kind of explained the premise to me and ended up mailing me not one, but two king cakes to share with my family. And so much beautiful people in the world, honestly. And I choose to focus on that. But I'm just wondering if there's anybody else who has some gratitude to share. There's got to be good things happening in your days. Um, you know, even if it was watching a YouTube video you really liked today. Happened to be around for JB's live for a little bit of it. So I was on his live, and then I found Rob the Maritimer had a live, and I also jumped on his today just by accident. I just happened to come on, and I'm not on my computer a lot during the day. I'll be on here to answer some comments. And if I see some activity, I might click on it, but really my focus is otherwise. And so, okay. So everyone is saying, and Kathleen is saying, oh, and Kathleen is an artist. So many of you artists out there. Kathleen actually creates her own clothing. She makes art, this beautiful painted fluid art, beautiful colors, and she has it transferred to clothing. She shared a beautiful jumpsuit with pockets recently and a beautiful blouse, and it's just gorgeous. And she's trying to get that off and running where she can sell some of her beautiful art that is um, wearable clothing. Sorry, I'm just very concerned that maybe I am frozen, even though I don't look frozen on my end, because no one is talking about gratitude. I thought that would be something people would be talking about, but all I can think of is I must be frozen because my internet is one bar. So, Rhonda, I was grateful the house was quiet, so I got the opportunity to film the video this morning and got it edited and uploaded. I'm grateful it has already helped many. Is that the one that had the no fear scripture in it? Because wow, you really put that together well for just doing it in one day. I really loved that scripture you shared. Roz, I'm grateful today for a delicious bratwurst for lunch and for having a great day. That sounds wonderful. I'm wondering if you put sauerkraut or mustard on that because I like both. Rhonda says, yes, I did all that in about 40 minutes. That's really impressive, Rhonda. That that was really well done. You have such a way with your words and you're so eloquent and calm when you present them. And that's probably why you are a counselor and a life coach, because that is your life's mission, as you told me today, to help others. And you're doing it. And your channel's growing quite well. And I'm so proud of you. And I know that we'll get that live thing worked out soon. It's a learning curve for sure. So, Raj, you put yellow mustard on it. I know. I love like that little bitterness of mustard and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is good for us. It's a nice fermented food that is really good for our gut, and it's also good to eat like as a little, if you like it, like a little side dish to your meals, to have a little bit of sauerkraut. Rhonda, God inspired, he gets all the credit. That's so awesome. It's so true. If we open our hearts to God, lots of good things can happen. I know that. Yesterday, I know I was talking about gratitude for today, but yesterday I got a phone call from a lady in my Bible study, and I haven't been all summer. We actually start Bible study up on next Wednesday, and I'm hoping to be there. But I got a call from Chrissy, and we talked for over an hour, and it was so fulfilling. And she told me about her family and her children. And I know the colors of their hair and their birthdays and how old they are and what they do. And it was just beautiful to learn about someone else's life. And I hope I can visit her soon, but for sure I will be seeing her soon in Bible study. So I'm excited about that. Um, does anyone else have any gratitude to share? Um, I would just love to hear. I mean, Debbie Sue, you got to have something. I know you have beautiful days. There's a video I want to watch of you peeling a potato, and I want to know what you're talking about in that video. I saw the thumbnail, and I'm super curious about it. So, yes, wearable art. Did someone ask a question? Um, oh, good. I'm not frozen. I just got concerned. I was like, where's all the gratitude? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Um, Kathleen, I'm grateful that my house didn't burn down today. What? Is that like, was there a possibility of that happening? Or you're just thankful it didn't burn down? Um, I'm thankful this house didn't burn down today, too. um, I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for my strawberries. I'm thankful for the cherries today. We bought some really good cherries that are delicious. Mm. I'm thankful for this live, and I'm thankful for the 7 people that are here. Um, let's see. Roz, I love sauerkraut also, but forgot to buy it. It's good stuff. I want to be able to make my own, honestly, but I tried it once. It didn't go well. But if first you don't succeed, try again. That's what my mom used to tell me. Debbie is asking where are you, Kathleen? Kathleen will answer that, but she's in Canada. But she'll tell you the city. I always don't pronounce it correctly. Debbie, I got news. I got news. The eye doctor today. Mr. Doctor was concerned I might have. Oh boy, you're giving me some big words to say. I Everyone can read that for themselves. But he said, I have a weak eye muscle. Thankful it wasn't anything really serious. Now, I'm wondering, Debbie Sue, if there's eye exercises maybe to help that, or what if we eat more carrots? Does that really help? I think it might. So here's Kathleen saying where she's from, Canada, Saskatoon. I always can't remember that big word too. Um, Rhonda is saying, good news on your eyes, Debbie Sue. Good news. Have you guys ever seen on food, for instance, they'll show a walnut and it looks kind of like a brain, and so walnuts are good for your brain. And then they'll cut a carrot and it looks sort of like an eye, and the carrots are good for your eyes. Those are the only two I can remember. But food is medicine. I believe that. And if we eat good food, it's better than having to take a lot of medicine one day. Now, I can say that, but I'm not maybe specifically living it 100%, but I do try my best. I do try my best. Whole foods are my favorite kind of foods. Um, Also junk food. I love chocolate. Um, so Debbie is in Spring, Texas, which is a northern suburb of Houston, in case anyone's wondering, or Kathleen was probably asking. Debbie's asking Kathleen if she has wildfires near her. That's right, because she's in Canada and they're having a lot of fires. That's right. Just like California, this is fire season for California, and a lot of the foothills get fires. And it's always devastating any time of the year, but it seems like in California, a lot of people end up losing their homes close to the holidays, and it makes it even it's like that layer of more challenge to already losing everything you have and then also being near the holidays. I don't know why that works out that way, but what I like to say about natural disasters is they're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. But what I do see in natural disasters is communities coming together. And that's when you see the beautiful things in life in the fire and the ash. You can see the goodness. And just as anything else, I like to choose the goodness in every situation. And in fact, again, what was one of my verses that I've taken with me today is First Thessalonians 5:16 and 18. Rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances. That was from my friend Bean. Um, Napa has a big fire right now. Oh no, I didn't even know, Debbie, because guess who's not watching the news? Me. I have not turned it on. I walked and seen it on a little bit on the television here, but I hadn't known about the fires, honestly. So that's news to me. Thank you for letting me know that. Um, does anyone else have gratitude to share? I Maybe it's not a big topic here. It's like I'm trying to force you to tell me what's good in the day. I just need to hear good things right now. Um, my coffee tasted really good today, the pecan cortado. I probably won't be getting many of them because they're $5 and change. That is ridiculous. They're only this big. It's like 4 shots of espresso, but it's the premium top part of the espresso, is how RJ has explained it. And it is so dang good. It's like a brown sugar oat cortado, and today it had a pecan flavor to it. So it was really good. And that Jason Mraz song was so fun that when I got home today, I didn't have it playing, but it was playing in here. And I was dancing in the kitchen just by myself. And rainbows come through in this kitchen. And I like to see the rainbows. So just like at home, I get to see rainbows. I see rainbows here. And that's been nice. So, um, these lives have really been something I look forward to in the evenings. I know it's late for so many of you, and I really appreciate you being here because I know it's late. Because not, as far as I know, in this comment section right now, none of you are from California or the West Coast. So none of you are on my time zone. Um, Kathleen, call on my doorbell camera from my neighbor saying that the smoke detector was going off and my dogs were going crazy. So what happened, Kathleen? You got, at least you have neighbors that watch out for you. That is beautiful too. And what was making the smoke detector go off, I wonder? Can you let us know? Kathleen, thankful it wasn't worse, but it was very smoky. But what was it? What made it smoky in your house? Roz, what is a cortado, which means cut in Spanish? I did not know. Wow, that I learned something new today, Roz. Um, yeah, at Starbucks, it's just a drink with espresso shots, and it's got the best part of the espresso, the top sweet part of the espresso. It's very smooth and very delicious, I will say. So Kathleen, no, I'm not near the fires, thankfully. That's good. But still, Kathleen, what caused the smoke in your house? Was it like somebody cooked something, or just how did that smoke get in your house? I'm just so curious about that. I have, oh, look, you guys. Okay. Debbie just texted me some photos. Let's share these. And I know how to hold it this time. So it's kind of far back, but that's how it's clear. A beautiful flower through her window. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. A butterfly. See what a great photographer she is? A butterfly on flowers. It's a monarch. Oh gosh, that is gorgeous. And sorry, I get so dramatic. Oh my gosh. This is the hummingbird that she saw out her window. Isn't that beautiful? Those are the things that fill my heart. I love that. Let's see. Kathleen, just that it means cut. Cortado is a cut or something has been cut. Kathleen speaks fluid Spanish. Is that the right way to say it? She's fluent in Spanish. So thank you both, Roz and Kathleen, for letting me know what cortado means. That makes sense. Cut. Maybe it's a cut of the top of the best part of the espresso. That makes sense. So Debbie is letting us know that these gorgeous pictures that I just shared with you are not, come on, flip, are not what the heck? They're not edited. They are straight out of the camera, as we call it as photographers, straight out of the camera. That is stunning. Rhonda, those are some awesome pictures. Thanks, Rhonda. Lots of gratitude happening here. Gosh, this is a way to do it. I mean, it's not probably the most ideal way, but I do love. Thank you, Debbie, for thinking of texting me those. That was a great idea. Kathleen, I'm grateful for Tracie. I'm here because wait, let's slow down. I'm here because I need to be here, maybe. Kathleen, thank you so much. I saw on your short the other day you shouted me out as one of your favorite YouTubers. I know you're listing several and not in any particular order, but I was so touched when you said that. And you shared so many beautiful things about me. And I am so thankful for you, Kathleen, and our friendship. Kathleen and I have done a live together. It was actually one of my first lives I've ever done. I believe it was one of my first. And then I had one with Emmy, our beautiful friend Emmy, who we need to be praying for because Emmy right now has not been making videos because her voice box needs to have some healing. And so I know we all miss her. So many of us are fans of the number one ladies club, which is Emmy's channel. And she needs our prayer and our healing thoughts. So JJ, I love that photo. When my guinea pig passed away, as I was cleaning out her cage and taking it apart, I saw a monarch butterfly when I looked out the window, and now I see them every day. That was Brittany. JJ's little guinea pig, Brittany, recently passed, and it was really hard on her. And I believe God gives us little signs and signals. When my grandfather passed, I started seeing white egrets, and they're very special to me. And I've spoke about them before on my channel. And this is my special egret necklace. It's a hand carved egret, and there's a little gold moon on there. And this reminds me of my grandpa. And when I see white egrets, they remind me of grandpa. So, do any of you have stories like that about animals or things that you see that remind you of people you love that are no longer with us? Did your first comment disappear? What was your first comment? Um, like way first comment, way up here? I don't know. Um, Debbie, sorry about your guinea pig, JJ. Okay, I have a question going back to a conversation a few nights ago. I didn't have a Mrs. Beasley doll, but I did have a chatty Kathy. Anyone else? Did anyone else have a chatty Kathy? Rhonda did. I did not. My mom is in her 70s, and my mom has talked about her chatty Kathy. She has. Um, I'm going to look that up when we're done because I don't know, unless I can do it now, what a chatty Kathy looks like. Um, Chatty Kathy. Oh, here she is. My internet is slow. Chatty Kathy. Um, let's see. I thought I saw a little message from Kathleen on here. You missed one of my comments explaining what made the smoke detector go off. Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. I did not see that comment. Um, hi, Evie. I always have to think Evelyn. Evie. Hi, Evie. Hey, Evie, since you're just popping on here, I'm going to stay a little longer than usual. Again, I know it's late for everybody, but Evie, I was wondering if you have any gratitude you could share with us here today. Because this whole live has been focused on gratitude and things we're grateful for because I'm kind of being selfish. It's what I need today is to focus on gratitude. So, Debbie, you're the live buddy, my live buddy. Yeah. So were you two on a lot of lives today? I was saying I was on JB and um, Rob the Maritimer. They're both content creator type channels that help us grow our channels and they have great advice. And so I like to watch those kind of channels to see if I can learn anything new. And so Debbie Sue says, yes, Evie. She was on some lives. So here, I don't know why I missed it, but you were boiling eggs, and that's what the smoke was. And you're a chatty Kathy. You do love to talk. We had a great live when we talked on our live a few months ago. I got called out to pick up the crew from work, and then I decided to get my brakes changed. And then you forgot about your eggs. Rich has done that with boiling eggs too. Oh, Evie had a live. I was probably doing some things around here. I just got on here for my own. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go check the replay, Evie. Yes, I found a wonderful home for my parrot. You had to find a home that talks too much and flies on my dad. He was getting irritated. Well, I'm sure you found him a beautiful home. I did pray about it, and 6 weeks later, I found a perfect home. Oh, wait, there's Mrs. Paula. Hi, Mrs. Paula. I'm so happy to see you. And Debbie Sue and Evie, everyone's saying hello. I think I'll just go a few more minutes, but because I know it's late for everybody. There's Mama Fox. Yeah, a little late. I'm gonna be wrapping this up, but we were talking about gratitude today because I really wanted to focus on gratitude. Um, Debbie Sue, I was actually on both your lives. Does that make me cheating? No, but it makes sense why when I was talking, there wasn't a lot of comments coming back. I was like, where is everyone? Am I frozen? But you guys are sharing. You're sharing the love. I love that. Um, Gosh, if I'd known, Evie, you were having a live, I would not have done this. We try to be respectful as we can with our creator friends and try not to plan lives at the same time. That's what happened to JB today. He had a live planned with a guest, and then Rob had a live at the same time, and he felt so bad about it. that he had scheduled the live, because we really do, as this community, we're so thoughtful to one another, and we do our best, but sometimes there's not enough time in the day to schedule those things and to make sure they're not conflicting. But I know we do the best we can. So Debbie Sue, yeah, I was going back and forth. Totally cool. I'm glad you were doing it because I love Evie, and I think that that's fair. We as women, I'm going to say, it's all women here, that we are great at multitasking and doing many things at once. That's how our brains operate. We are like, we have a gift of doing many things at once and also tuning people out. uh, oh, oh, wait, I'm trying to click and it's on. Oh, not working. Everyone's saying hi. It's such a beautiful place here. So Evie was bored and there was no announcement. And I checked to see who was live before I started. Oh, so you were doing your due diligence. I have been setting up my announcements literally only 10 minutes before the live because I'm also not very organized. But it's been my, like I said, my highlight of my evenings. And I just keep taking little sips of it. The more it sits, the strawberries start to kind of fuse into the wine. And like I said before, true wine drinkers would probably be like, why are you contaminating the wine? But I think it tastes really good with that little hint of strawberry. Yes, and Rhonda tried to do a live tonight too, earlier before my live, and I was waiting and I was waiting, and she's having technical difficulties, and she's using the YouTube Live app. And for some reason, her mic and her video are not correlating with YouTube and Google. And those are the two main things you need to do a live, is a mic and a video permission. And I couldn't help her. I tried. We got on FaceTime and I couldn't help her because I use StreamYard and she was using just YouTube. So if any of you are here, Mrs. Paula, I know you use YouTube's live feature. Maybe you could help her with that because she really, really, really wants to do her live and I want her to do one. So Evie, sometimes schedule is hard. So just starting works for me. Exactly. And you have that right. So yes, Rhonda, you're going to get it. We know this is such a learning curve for a lot of us who are not techie. I've never been a super techie person, but we should all be so proud of ourselves that we decided to do YouTube at our age and to just show up in front of the camera and to be brave and to turn it on and to share our lives. That's a huge, brave thing to do. There's my burp. So Evie uses Google Chrome and AirBuds. Okay. Safari doesn't work. Okay, maybe that's part of it for you, Rhonda. We're using Safari because I also use Chrome. And I use YouTube, not StreamYard. So maybe, Rhonda, if you're not using Chrome as your search or your, how do you call that? You know, and you're using Safari, because Safari is the default for us Mac users, try using Chrome, Google Chrome, and then it will probably correlate. I checked all the stuff and it is connected and I tested it earlier and it works. Okay. I'm grateful for all of it. Kathleen is grateful for everyone here too. No, I am on Google Chrome. Okay, just air let out of the balloon. I was so hoping that was going to be the answer, Rhonda. Maybe you know what you might have to do is go onto YouTube and Google your problem. And I bet you there's a video that will help you to figure it out. I feel like there's a video for everything. Like today, Rich was saying he put new headlights in his truck and he needs to get them to be right in the right position. And so he doesn't want to buy the $12 tool. So he went on YouTube to see a trick and he found it, because I swear YouTube has almost everything you need. And he's figured out how to adjust his headlights without buying that tool. So, all right. I am been on here longer than I normally am. And guess what I'm going to do when I get off here? I'm going to journal. I'm going to read some more of my book. And this is from our fellow YouTuber that we know on here, Catherine Price, and her book. It's very good book. And you can get it off of Amazon, and you can get it on actual book or on a Kindle or she said even an iPad. So, which I didn't know. I've done that. They say all the same stuff, and I have done what they said. Oh my word. Rhonda, you must be pulling your hair out. That, of course you did it because you're smart. You would check YouTube. Do you go through the studio or through the YouTube? I've heard the studio works better, but I don't know for sure. Thanks, Evie. I will note that. All right. Well, guess what, folks? Thank you for sharing your gratitude with me. Thank you for letting me share my gratitude with you. Thank you all for being here and making it such a beautiful part of my day. And as I always say, until next time, peace, love, and keep going.